I set it on horizontal, but it always flips on vertical. So I think what I'm going to do is start going live on StreamYard. That way I know it's going to be horizontal the way I want it. So we'll try that next time. Good afternoon, Shatika. How are you doing today? And there's Kai. Hello, Kai. How are you doing? We've been missing you in the lives. You haven't been in our lives lately. I figured you've been working though. Been working a lot of hours, and you got to spend time with your family, I know. So been having phone problems. Oh, okay. Well, we missed you. Yeah, I know you've been working plenty. I've got to let little buddy in. He's scratching at the door. Come on. I know you want treats. I've spoiled you rotten. I've spoiled you rotten. He knows if he scratches on the door enough, I'll let him in and I'll give him treats. And we got Donna in the house. Hello, Donna, and hi, Diana. We got Diana Hinkle and Donna Placedia, Kai and Shatika. I tell you what, it's 87 degrees in Texas right now. I was outside working on my little water fountain to get the pump to working. And oh my goodness, I was just drenched in sweat. Your son didn't want to sleep last night, so we carved pumpkins. That sounds like a winner. Carved pumpkins till midnight. I bet he went to sleep after that. Yeah, he's behind me eating his treats. He's done gobbled them up. Yep, he's done gobbled them up. And we got Jawad from Bangladesh. Well, welcome. I'm not sure I pronounced your name correctly, Jawad or whatever. Welcome from Bangladesh. My electric is 480 this past month. It's hot. I need both. Oh my goodness. Lucky to say mine, I just got my bill. It dropped to $114 because it hasn't been 105 degrees. It dropped to where it's in the 80s and 90s now, so it helped a little bit with the electric bill. You pledge your allegiance to America. Well, thank you for that. Or maybe it's me. I don't know unless it's let me see if I can turn this off. Does that help? You said you hear a high-pitched noise? That fixed it? Okay. Yeah, sometimes I forget to turn that little speaker off. I hook a speaker to my laptop because it doesn't get loud enough for me, so I hook a little speaker to it, and which gets a little bit louder than the volume on the laptop. I don't know why it does that. It's just always been that way, so I added the speaker. It's quiet now. Okay, well, that's good to know. I'll know to make sure I unplug it or turn it off next time. What's everybody been up to so far today? I've been trying to get a little bit done outside. I had filled that new raised bed, with collard plants, so I had to get out there and put a little bit of water to them. I'll water later on tonight the rest of the garden, which needs it. But thank goodness, you'll never guess. They are predicting like 3 or 4 days of rain starting like Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday of this coming week. And the temperatures will be like in the 80s. So I'm happy about that. My garden will love it. Went to the pumpkin patch yesterday and just cleaning house now. Yeah, I need to do some dusting and vacuuming in mine. We've been so dry outside that all this dust just finds its way in the house, settles on everything. Fixed pork chops breaded in Ritz crackers, baked potato. Oh, that sounds wonderful, Donna. I'm going to come eat with you. Namibian. Wrong for this time of year, those temperatures. Well, not in Texas. It's pretty normal for Texas. Come on. I'm on my way. I need to cook some pork baby back ribs, but I'll get them ready and get them to marinating tonight, and then I'll maybe cook them tomorrow and hope I don't run out of propane in my grill. I mean, if I do, I'll just run and get the bottle full, but, exchange it or whatever I need to do. But I'd love to be able to go just refill it because it's a few dollars cheaper to refill it than it is to go switch out bottles. We're about to go for Halloween. I'm going as a cat eating migrant. Oh, no. I'm not doing anything for Halloween. I've got that little one pumpkin out there. I didn't even put my pumpkin in the window this year that has the light. Kai said, I'll bring the beers. Come on. I don't really drink beer, but you can bring it and you can drink it. I might drink one with you. That's pretty much my limit, if I even do that. So, yeah, I caught a really good sale. I found a sale and I stocked up. I bought 6 pounds of ground beef at $2.99 a pound. There was a limit. They had rolls of 3-pound rolls, and limit per customer was 2 rolls per customer at that price. And then the baby back ribs, the pork ones, were basically half price or less, and the limit on those were 2. So I've got 2 of them that I'm going to cook, and after they're cooked, I'll freeze half of it. So later I can just take it out and heat it up and they're good to go. But I'll do both of them when I cook them. I got Blue Moons right now. Pretty tasty. Well, every time I've ever cooked them in the crock pot, no matter what time I put on them, when I go to take them out of the crock pot, the meat just falls off the bone. I mean, I can't even put it in a pan to brown them or get them crispy on the outside. So I don't cook them in my crock pot. I put them on my grill. And there's April. Good morning, April. I always forget that it is pretty early in the morning for you out there in Hawaii, even though it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me. You're what, about 9 or 10 o'clock, I guess, where you're at? I don't even know what a blue moon is. He says, I got the blue moons right now, but I don't know what a blue moon is. I guess it's some kind of drink, alcoholic drink. I have no idea. And there's Gladys in the house. Hello, Gladys. Welcome to our chat. Oh no, you're under flash flood watch. Well, let's hope you don't get flooded. And I got Dutch from the Netherlands. Hello, Dutch. Welcome to live chat. How's the weather in the Netherlands right now? 74 degrees in Hawaii. I got you beat, April. It's 87 degrees here. I was out working on my water fountain a minute ago, and I was just wet with sweat. And I said, I got to stop this. I got to get in the house because my live is coming up. It's a creamy drink. Yeah, I figured it was some kind of drink, but I've never heard of it, so I don't have any idea what goes in it. Rainy in Holland. Okay. Well, like I said, hopefully, according to the weather forecast, we're going to get rain maybe starting Wednesday or Thursday for 3 or 4 days, which will be fantastic. My garden will love it, and I will love it because it's not going to be down real cold. It's still going to be like 60s, 70s, 80s degrees, day and night. So that'll be good. Be real good. What's the temperature in Holland, Dutch? And there's Shelly Edwards. Hello. Welcome. Shelly's been putting out some of the cutest little shorts I've been watching with flowers and her kitty cats and different things. Arita says, Granny, my mom is forcing me to get married, but I don't want to. How do I tell her? I'm just 21 and I earn good, but that doesn't mean I have to get married. By all means, you do not have to get married. You just tell your mother you're not ready to get married. You'll get married when it's right for you. No one should be forced into getting married. You'll get married when the time is right and you have the right person. 11 Celsius, so that's what, about 30, 40 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. Yeah, doing the shorts is fun. I love doing the shorts of the fur babies. Tell her you like men. She can't say nothing then. Oh, no. Donna said mine was a shotgun marriage at 19. Oh, no. Well, how did all that work out, Donna? And there's Scooby-Doo. My bedroom was in a video one time when I was cleaning, and also one time when I was sick, I did a live from my bedroom. Not. Raining here, having a lot of pain in my legs. Oh, I'm sorry, Gladys. Well, when I woke up this morning after not being able to sleep good for 2 or 3 nights, I felt like 2 semi-trucks just went like this with me in the middle. I think every bone in my body hurt. My hips hurt so bad when I got out of bed, I didn't think I was going to be able to even walk. But I took me some ibuprofen, so I'm fine now. After I get up, move around, and get me some ibuprofen, I'm usually okay. Kanchan Vlog Official. I don't even know what you're saying, Roddy. Oh, goddess of love. Depression and tenderness. Well, okay. Learn something every day. And there's Anne. Hello, Anne. How are you today? He's not happy with his handful of treats. He's gone over to the cat food bags. He's going to be climbing on them, investigating here in a minute. I know he's not hungry. I gave him and Lucky a big bowl of food, and then they've had treats. They're just looking to see if they can get something they haven't had, that's all. I hope she is too, because she hasn't responded to my message. I sent her a message Saturday asking if she, was it Friday? I think it was Friday afternoon, to see if she felt up to going live in chat, because I was going to do a live so everybody could see how she was doing, but she never responded, so I don't know. I haven't gotten any messages from her. The last I knew, the chemo was making her sick. Because, you know, sometimes the chemo, depending on who gives it to you, what kind, and everything else, it'll make you nauseated and sick. It never made me sick. I don't know what they did that prevented me from being sick with it. Hi, Kim. Good morning to you and good afternoon. Oh, yes. I even commented cute in the picture. That little baby's adorable. Oh, my goodness. Mr. A, women like what they hear, so men lie. Men like what they see, so women put makeup. I don't have makeup on. If I'd had makeup on when I went in the yard earlier, I would have just sweated it all off. I don't know if I'll be able to find the picture of Ann's granddaughter. Let's see. There she is. Isn't that baby precious? Look at that head of hair. She's got a big old head of hair there. Can you believe that is her great-great-granddaughter? And you're not old enough to have a great-great-granddaughter. I know, she's adorable. Get that glare off of the picture. Yeah, that's adorable. Cutest little thing. You're welcome, Anne. I'm glad you reminded me of it. Yeah, that doll behind me, scary. That's a Halloween scarecrow or fall scarecrow. I just realized I've got on the fall colors, the burnt orange, to match my display in the back behind me. Meow, meow. Does it work? What do you mean? It doesn't do anything but stand there. It's just a doll. It doesn't do anything. It just stands there for you to see it. I know. That's the way my two were when they were born. They had a head full of hair like that. If you saw its hand move, it's because I moved it. It's not going to move on its own. My hair is wet from where I was out in the yard working on that little bird bath fountain. Indian Tarek. I love you, baby. Oh, and I wanted to clarify something. Without mentioning any names, because most of you know who it was anyway. The one person that not only did the recipe that I did, but they put my name in the title without me knowing. If they'd have said something to me or invited me to be in the video with them, then that might have been different. But they did it behind my back, so to speak. And I don't mind anybody doing recipes. I mean, that's not the problem. I mean, recipes are out there for anybody to do because, more than likely everybody's going to do the same recipe a little different. And that's fine. I don't mind anybody doing recipes, even some of the recipes that I've done. It's just the fact that they had my name in the title of the video that I didn't like. It's called clickbait, and, we don't really like that. I don't ever use anybody else's name in titles of mine. And I don't want them to be using my name in theirs. I mean, they can mention me in their videos all they want. They can cook some of my recipes all they want. That's not a problem. It's just the clickbait that I don't like. Especially when they didn't tell me about it. They didn't ask permission or anything like that. And I'm not mad about it. They went ahead and took my name off the video. The video's still there, just like it always was. I have no problem with that. But they did change the name of the title so it doesn't look like it was my video. So, and I'm happy. Oh, Wilson's cooking neck bones. That's probably where he's at, cooking neck bones. If I'd have had those ribs here and ready to go, I probably would have cooked, or I could have started cooking them today. Little buddy, don't do that. Come on, I'll let you back out if you want to go. Come on. Okay. You don't want to go out. I don't want you scratching on my wall either. A lot of times he'll scratch on the wall because he wants to go out. But this time he was just scratching, tearing up my wall, and I don't want him to do that. Because he definitely didn't want to go out. Nintendo Gaming, I could, but I don't know who you are, Nintendo. If I get to know you and know you're safe to be a mod, I might put you in as a mod, but I don't know you. This is the first time I think you've ever been even in my live, so I can't do that today. I'm originally from North Carolina. I saw he offered to do a channel barbecue get-together sometime. Oh, where he's cooking and I'm cooking on the same live. You're watching both of us. That might be possible in the future. Nice to meet you, Rick. Where are you from? It takes quite a while to cook ribs, though. It takes several hours to cook them if you do them right. Even on the grill, so I don't know. You're in Florida, okay. I missed that where he... I didn't see where he offered to do a barbecue cookout. I know, Gladys. I've already said that I can't because I don't know them. I don't know who they are. They could be one of my trolls that's out to get me. And there's Paula. Hello. How's Paula doing today? Yeah, I have to know something about you, or at least you have to be coming into my lives for quite a while. So I know you're safe before I ever make you a mod. I'm wondering about Patty C. I meant to send her an email yesterday and I forgot to see how she's doing. She should be over her sickness by now, but I don't know about the destruction and flooding they got from that hurricane. You know, her power was out and stuff, so that's why she wasn't in the live. Joanne said hi, just got home and noticed your live. Well, I'm glad you noticed, Joanne. And there's Randy Parrish. Hello. And I've got, if you saw my other video, what I was doing in the garden, you saw all those peppers I picked, and I'm staring right at them right now. They're on the other side of the table. I have got to get busy and get those turned into pepper relish and pepper cowboy candy. Cool Cat. Hi there, Renee in Los Angeles, California from us. Well, hello, Cool Cat. Welcome to Texas Live Chat. You just finished watching that video. That's a lot of peppers. I took some of the hot ones to my son yesterday, and he fixed them on the grill with his the other stuff he was cooking. He roasted the peppers, so he likes to eat them like that. They're too hot for me. I like to season stuff with a little bit of it, but I can't bite into them and eat them like they're sweet peppers, you know. Yes, I make cowboy candy with my hot peppers. And I usually make chow chow with my green tomatoes and my bell peppers. Only I don't really have any green tomatoes to make chow chow right now. I've got a few green ones in the garden, but there's not a lot like there was last year. I don't know what the difference between this summer and last summer was. I've been picking one or two little tomatoes here and there, you know, just for me to eat. But I haven't gotten the overabundance of green tomatoes out there to be able to pick them and make chow chow. Can you suggest a book? Well, I don't really read books. The last book I read was 50 Shades of Grey. And I liked the book so well I had to go see the movie as soon as it came out. And then when they made the follow-up movies to it, I went and watched all of them. Yeah, I can't handle the hot either, Susan. If it's really hot, I have to stay away from it. Now these peppers, when I make cowboy candy, it's extremely hot. But I only use a little bit in recipes. You know, I don't put a lot in there. I just put enough in my beans or something like that to season it. Or I may mix some of a spoonful in 8 or 16 ounces of cream cheese and make a stuffing, you know, for a sweet pepper or something else. Do you have 3 favorite old black and white movies? Only 3. Tarzan is one. Because if it was in black and white, it was the original Tarzan. I loved the Lone Ranger, and I loved Roy Rogers and Dale Evans when years ago when I was little growing up. I used to watch them all the time. Say a song from my playlist. Dancing Together. It's a pretty popular song now, right today. What do you want, little buddy? You've got plenty of food. You don't need nothing else to eat. You're going to be fat. You're going to be fat. Yes, you are. He's getting up here wanting me to pet him and stuff. Yeah, he's right here. Well, he moves and I can't catch him on camera. He keeps moving. Come on, get up here. Get up here in my lap. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where are you? Come on. Come on. Get up here. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. I think he's getting a little bit too big and heavy to jump anywhere. Grapes of Wrath, good, I guess. Well, thank you, Susan. I wish I could put more music on some of my videos, but I'd be copyrighted if I did. Seemed like every time I put any type of music on any of my videos, even a little bit, I get copyright. Your kitty bites bad? Huh. Neither one of these, Lucky or Little Buddy, bites anybody. If it's a little kitten, they do it playfully. You know, they don't mean to hurt you. I don't know how old your kitty is. But neither one of these will bite. They don't even try to bite me. Don't even act like they won't think about it. Yeah, you have to do no copyright songs, but YouTube has a list of songs that they claim you can use and you don't get copyright. They're free. But when I've put them on my videos, I get a copyright on it. So I end up having to change the sound and narrate the video. Yeah, I like John Wayne. I like Zorro. I don't know if any of you remember Zorro. It was probably before some of you's time. I love Zorro shows. John Wayne, Dale Evans and Roy Rogers, Little House on the Prairie, Ponderosa. Wasn't it the Ponderosa? Is that the right time? Don't do that, little buddy. Come on. I'm going to show you where my fur babies are. I can do it without messing this camera up. Look right there at the door. Lucky lays at the door. And there's little buddy. Lucky will lay at the door like he's the guard. He lays right there to where he has to physically get up for me to open the door, or I'll hit him in the head with it. But that's where he gets every day. He'll lay right at the door with his head up against the corner of the door. He'll do it every time. Yeah, I like Rawhide too. I didn't even think about Rawhide. But I like that Ponderosa show with Little Joe and Adam and Hoss. That was a pretty neat show. Yeah, Andy. Andy Griffin. Yeah, there's a lot of the Bonanza. Is that what I was trying to think of? Bonanza, not Ponderosa? Bonanza. Yeah, I did like Big Valley. And there's SM. Hello. You've got to be a new subscriber. I don't remember seeing you before. Haas was born and buried in DeKalb. Grizzly Adams, yeah. Mm. I don't know if I'd even want to go back in time for one day. It'd probably definitely be a day that when my mom and dad were still alive and my grandmother was still alive. That would be great. Maybe a Christmas gathering years ago when my grandparents and my parents were still alive and we were all together. That'd make a fun day. It'd be sad though, because you go back and be able to spend that day with them and then have to leave all over again. But I don't know what year that would be. Probably in the 60s, maybe. Just one more day for what, April? Do you have three favorite singers? Only three. Well, I love Lady Gaga. Elvis, of course. Um, I'm trying to think because I've got so many that I really love to listen to, and it's hard to narrow it back down to just one more favorite. And I know Barry White is a black man, but I love to hear him sing. That man was a singer, I tell you. So probably Barry White, Elvis, and Lady Gaga. I mean, I love Shakira. Um, there's a lot of singers I love to listen to. And they could all be my favorite, but if you say pick three, it's hard. What is your wise advice to the new generation? Respect. That one word means the whole world. Respect. Because I found so many young people today do not respect anyone. They don't respect themselves. They don't respect their parents. And you've got to respect yourself. You've got to respect your parents. You've got to respect others. That's the only way you're going to get along in this world. Greetings from Russia. Well, greetings right back at you. Yeah, if I could only pick one word, that'd be what I would pick is respect. Because that respect covers so much more underlining meanings that could go with it, So, yeah, respect. Because if you respect people's property, you wouldn't be out stealing. If you respected yourself, you wouldn't be doing drugs and ruining your body. If you respected your parents, you wouldn't be giving them a hard time. So, yeah, respect. It covers a whole world of stuff. Yeah, no respect anymore. That's why there's so many people getting into trouble. So many killings out there. It's just the lack of respect. Yes, respect the law, respect people. You know, we don't have respect today for nothing. If you respected the law, you wouldn't be breaking it. You wouldn't be driving a motor vehicle without license or insurance or even a driver's license for that matter. But a lot of people don't have respect for that, so they don't think anything of crawling in an automobile with no driver's license, no license on that vehicle, no insurance, no nothing, and just drive. And some of them end up getting in wrecks, killing people. So that's the lack of respect right there. No, not yet. I was thinking about doing that today or maybe tomorrow. I was gonna do it earlier today, and I got busy messing around in the yard and stuff, and I said, well, I can early vote all this week, but I do know they have early voting today till 7 p.m. and then every day this week, Monday through Friday, um, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And it's not that far from me, so. And I might wait till tomorrow. That way, I might miss a lot of the lines that form. Because just about every time I've ever went to vote, I've gotten in a line that was wrapped around the block. I mean, you were in line for 30 to 45 minutes, if not longer, just to get in the building to vote. I'll probably decorate for Christmas, even though I haven't done too much decoration for Halloween or fall. But yeah, usually I go all out at Christmas. I'm not sure what I'll do this year, but I've got all my trees and stuff in the shed that I put out last year. And sometimes I try to add things to it if I can. So we'll see what I come up with this year. No, I haven't made any Halloween plans. But you know, we have a live on Thursday night, and it's Halloween night. So we got to do something special for a Halloween live, right? I don't know what. I'm going to have to get some Halloween candy, that's for sure. Um, who knows? I may even do some kind of giveaway on Halloween night. I may get back little bags of Halloween candy and do giveaways on the live. We gonna MAGA. Much love from Georgia. Well, much love from Texas, Chris. I've got one granddaughter, Cool Cat. For Christmas, I got out my ceramic light tree. My mom had one of those that she did, and she'd take it out and light it up every year. You ate your Halloween candy? I didn't buy any yet. So I've been thinking about doing some kind of a giveaway on Halloween night. And what would be more fitting than Halloween candy or something? You know, get some little bags of it or something and do a Halloween giveaway. Or maybe even get a big bag and have different tiers of questions like first prize, second prize, third prize. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'll come up with something. Candy corn. I love candy corn. And Valera, hello from Moldova. Wow, that's a long ways away. No, I don't. And I'm not sure I'm going to keep doing trivia because it causes so much commotion. You know, I don't want people coming in my lives on trivia night and getting in arguments or accusing one another of cheating on the questions and that type of thing. So we may come up with something else to do on Thursday nights rather than trivia. I don't know. Your husband keeps eating up the candy, Joanne. FBI, open up. 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 Chris Kelly says, hell yeah, we also going for MAGA. I don't know what you're talking about with MAGA. You know, I've got trees that I made myself over the years, artificial Christmas trees that I've wrapped with lights, and I put them up in the yard and light them up all around the yard. But yeah, I'll have to come up with something like that on Halloween night. We'll have like a trick or treat Halloween party night. I don't know unless y'all can come up with some better suggestions. I don't know. Yeah, see, Lance, what went on the last time is making me kind of think that I'm not sure I want to continue on with trivia because there's too much commotion going on, you know, and I don't want my subscribers getting mad because they think someone else is cheating in trivia. I used to love caramel apples. I haven't had a caramel apple in so many years. It's been a long time. No, I don't usually watch Charlie Brown's Christmas. Don't mind, Granny, how you overcome worst scenario in life. Yeah, but see, I don't want people coming into my lives on trivia night, getting in arguments so bad that it causes other subscribers to leave because they don't want to hear, you know, see the drama. They don't want to get wound up in all the drama going on in the trivia live chat. Joanne said, I never knew the answers anyway. I love caramel popcorn. Yeah, I had several people leave live chat Thursday night because of the arguments that were going on in the live chat about people cheating and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we're adults, y'all. It's just a game. It's for fun. It's not that the prizes are worth $1 million, you know? It's just little stuff. Mega is Make America Great Again. Homemade. Yeah, that would be even better, April, if it's homemade caramel popcorn. I pretty much have to stay away from popcorn though because of the hulls that are in it. Joanne said, "I'm glad I missed it." Well, I'm glad you missed it too. You may not be here today if you had been there. If I were given 3 wishes, what would they be? I don't know, y'all. There's so many. The first one that comes to my mind is kind of morbid, but it would be a wish that my grandparents and my parents were still alive. But then I get to thinking about it, and I said, you know, I don't know. That would be kind of strange if you could bring them back to life, because they'd be quite a bit older now. I'm not sure they'd want to be here. You'd wish for more wishes? Well, that's a smart wish, April. I'd wish for a brand new house where this one is setting, almost identical to the one I've got, because I don't mind the layout of this house. I don't even mind that it's small, but it needs to be new. It's old and falling apart. That's why I'm having to repair everything. But even if you have a new house, you still have repairs, so. And probably wish for, I don't know. Would it be wrong of me to wish that I had $1,000,000 in my bank account? I don't know. Would that be too wrong to wish for that? There you go, Gladys. That would be so important to you, to be able to get out of that bed and just be able to go somewhere on your own. Well, I'm sure you look pretty anyway, but yeah, we probably all wish we had new bodies. Bodies of 16-year-olds, healthy and strong, and be able to get up and around and do stuff without aches and pains and restrictions. Ratchet, I'm from North Carolina originally. That's where I was born. I've lived in New York City part of my life growing up, and I've been living in Texas for over 40 years now. Me and my wife are having a baby in January, moving into a new house, and I just got a new job to where she can stay home right here in Tennessee. Well, way to go, M626 Titus. Congratulations on all that. Sounds like you're doing something right. My daughter was born in January. The doctor said she'd be born on the 23rd, and she came 2 days early. She was born on the 21st of January. Well, you'd see me first thing in the morning, you'd think I couldn't walk. I'm hunched over and I'm in pain. But, I can straighten up. It just hurts too bad. Due the 30th, but as long as he is born in January healthy, I'll be lucky. Yeah, there you go. As long as he's born sometime in January and he's a healthy baby boy. He's got all his fingers and toes. That's all you care about. You just want him to be healthy. Is this your first baby? It probably is. And there's Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca and Deb. I like your shirt. Yeah, I can barely move when I get up in the morning. Yeah, after being several nights with hardly no sleep, and then night before last, I didn't sleep all night. I was up and down. It got my body so stressed out and tense that when I finally went to sleep last night and slept all night, I woke up this morning, I could barely move in the bed without hurting. Every way I turned or moved, it would hurt. But I knew once I got up, started moving around, took me some ibuprofen, I'd be fine. It's just that initial shock when you wake up and that first movement, like, oh, and you got to get up and move to make it better. No, I've never used Voltaren gel. I use like Icy Hot and stuff like that for inflammation in my neck and lower back, stuff like that. Oh, I love my granddaughter to death, and I think she loved her grandmother. She still does. She always got excited when she knew I was coming to see her. She'd always be at the front door waiting. Where's Grandma? Where's Grandma? Oh, it's the same as class as ibuprofen, but it's topical. I hear great things from patients. Wow, I'll have to check that out. Write it down somewhere so I don't forget the name of it. Yeah, I'll check it out. And it's also over the counter. Okay. I don't get to see my granddaughter very much. That's the only thing, because she works now. She's 21. So she's got a job where she keeps her busy. They usually have her working on holidays and everything. So I don't know if they board pets or not, but she's been working for a groomer, with cats and dogs. So I don't know if they board any of them, but I know there's a lot of the weekends and holidays she has to work. Cool Cat says, I have 4 grandsons. Oldest is 14 years old. They go to a Christian school. Well, good for you, Cool Cat. Yeah, it needs water right now. So I know if it rains 3 or 4 days coming up the end of this week, my garden is going to love it. It'll come to life, really. It'll put on 2 or 3 inches of growth, and hopefully it'll do my collard plants good too. I fill that new raised bed full of collard plants. Oh, Shelly, you got a shirt like mine, but yours is long sleeves. I ordered one of the long sleeve shirts, but when I got it, I didn't like the way it fit, and I ended up sending it back. I know, and I got to do something with them this week. I've got the baby back ribs that I got to do a video on, and I've got my peppers I've got to do a video on. It's just, okay, which one do I want to do first? Rebecca said, it's almost time to visit my favorite daiquiri. For me, yum. Yeah, Brookshire's had them on sale, basically 50% or more off, just for 3 days. They had a 3-day sale. It was, or was it? I think it may be tomorrow too. I'm not sure. Where's my? See if I can find my circular. I know it was 3 days. Because I think I went there Friday to get them, and I was a day early. Yeah, it's the 25th, 26th, and 27th. So it was, today's the last day. But you could get ground beef for $2.99 a pound. It come in 3-pound packages. So I got 2 of them. There's a limit, 2 to a customer. So I got 2 packages of those. I got a slab of the baby back ribs. They were, I think, like $1.99 a pound. I think that was them. But I got 1 slab of the ribs, and then I went back last night when I got home, and I grabbed 2 more packages of those ribs. Because, one normally sold for 15 something for the slab. I got it for like $8.50, or it was 16. Basically, I got it for half price. So I got 2 of them yesterday, and those are the ones I'm going to cook in my video. And like I said, once I get them cooked, I'm going to freeze half of it. Get it in smaller packages and then freeze it after it's cooked. That way later on, if I want me some baby back ribs, I'll just take out a package and heat it up, and I got them already cooked. Oh yes, you save $8.50 on a package of ribs. That's pretty good. I've got I can tell you how much I saved. Well, it's normally $3.59 a pound. I got it at $1.99 a pound. And I thought it showed the regular price, but maybe it doesn't. So it's basically almost half price is what it was. because they were like $15, $16 slabs, and I got them one for $7.14 and the other one for $7.28. And that's a darn good deal on ground beef. I would have went back and got 2 more of those if I'd have had room in the freezer to put them, but I got my freezer crammed full again, both of them. So I don't have any room to put any more, but I got 6 pounds of ground beef at $2.99 a pound, because I just bought 2 of the 3-pound rolls, and I divided it up into 3 pounds and put it in 3-pound packages, or a pound package each. So it gave me 6 packages of ground beef. Oh, there's Connie. You can't talk being worked on. Well, I'm glad you were able to at least come in and let us know you're still breathing. I mean, everybody was asking about you. And there's Miraculous TV. Hello. Tatum, what's cooking? Good looking. Well, I'm not cooking now, but I got ribs coming up. I got to cook for a video, and I got all those peppers I picked in that video that I've got to make pepper relish and cowboy candy with. I didn't get many tomatoes this year, so I'm not going to have all those green tomatoes this year. It looks like that I had last year to make chow chow with, so there's just something different about the climate and everything of this summer that's affected my tomato yield this year. I'm not getting many tomatoes. I'm originally from North Carolina, Tatum. I live in Texas right now. I've lived in New York City a little while growing up because that's where my mother was from. So I hope that answers your question. I'm in South Louisiana. Wow. You're down there with all them Cajuns. I love shrimp gumbo. Man, those Cajuns know how to cook, don't they? Shoot, yeah. I fix gumbo sometimes. I love it with sausage and shrimp and all kind of good stuff in it. If you had a mustache, you would look like Hitler. No, I would not. I can't believe you even said that. Just because I got my hair pulled back don't mean I look like Hitler. And there's Harold. Hello. Yeah, be nice and chat or you'll be gone. For J. Verma. And there's Harold Bush. I'm doing fine today, Harold. And I got little buddy back at the door scratching. I'm not giving you any more treats, little buddy. Just well go on and lay down out there somewhere. Yeah, Hitler didn't have blondish red hair. Mine is just wet right now from perspiration where I was outside. That's the reason I didn't take it down, because it was half wet. Philosophy and terrorist. What? Looks like we got some trolls popping in. That scarecrow is from my floorboards. I don't think so. I've made jelly sometimes. I don't know what you're talking about, preservative like jelly. Yeah, I think so too, Paula. I just told you what state I was from, y'all. And y'all keep asking the same question, just a different one. I'm from North Carolina. I live in Texas now. Yeah, it might be. Might be because it's new people. Thanks, Uncle BB. You were born in Jacksonville. Okay. I guess you mean that Jacksonville, North Carolina? Little buddy, my goodness. Yeah. Did I ignore you and just make you scratch at the door forever? You just went out. I don't know why you want to come right back in. He hears me talking, so he thinks he's supposed to be in the house if I'm talking, because he thinks I'm talking to him. Yeah, I'm not supposed to pay attention to anybody but him. Spoil kitty. He's a spoiled kitty cat. Yes, he is. He's a spoiled kitty cat. No, I did not make my scarecrow. I bought him at Walmart. Yes, I have eaten Mexican tamales. They're pretty good. Tennessee. Harold is Tennessee, born and raised. Well, good for you. My brother lives in Tennessee right now. He lives in Mountain City, or right at the edge of Mountain City, on a hillside. And just by the luck of God, his house was not damaged by all that flood from that hurricane, but it was flooded all around where he's at. There was a lot of damage, but thank goodness he didn't get any damage to his house, because he just put his house up for sale. He wants to move to North Carolina. I'm not North Carolina, but South Carolina, where his daughter lives, because he has no family left in Tennessee. His wife passed away this past year. Born and raised. Jacksonville's not that far from where I live, little town called Atkinson. Because all the Marines used to come into Wilmington from Jacksonville, the Marine base there. Linda, first off, your burgers are so freaking good. I've never been a fan of Sloppy Joe's. Your burgers were solid with a Sloppy Joe taste. Well, thank you, Uncle BB. Yeah, the critters are boss, aren't they, Joanne? He's over here on the other side of the table, just sitting there, listening to me. Lafayette, Louisiana for me. That's Rebecca. Harold from Tennessee, one of the few great states left. I live in West Tennessee, but travel up to the Smokies sometimes. Well, that Appalachia and all the mountain areas, I was surprised that they got so much flooding from all that hurricane. All that water coming down the mountains and the dam breaking, it just flooded everything. A lot of people lost their homes. I watched one video of the destruction where there was 35 homes destroyed within 1 mile of the river. I mean, going down the river along it, 35 homes in 1 mile destroyed. I mean, those poor people lost everything they've got. They had to stand there and watch their house float down the river. I mean, could you imagine? They literally watched their houses float away and get busted up. Just trolling Daddy's back, okay. As far as I know, it's still getting through. I mean, there's a lot of flooding and stuff, but the mail still goes through. Uncle BB. It says, thoroughly enjoyed the party. I love drama. Don't see why people get so cranked up. I don't know. I mean, it's just a game, and the prizes I give away, it's not like the prizes sell for thousands of dollars. They're just little things. But some people get real touchy with all that, you know. Oh, I love going fishing. I just haven't had time. Or it's been too hot. Maybe I'll get to go one day this week if I can go in between the rain showers, maybe. I'd love to catch a good mess of fish and have a fish fry with fresh caught fish. Yeah, some of my older videos, you can look back and you'll see me on fishing trips. One either where I was down here at our boat dock fishing, or one I went to the state park and I was fishing off of their pier. And I actually caught a couple of fish. You have twin Yorkies and a Pom that rule the roost. I hear you. And you can't even control those little pets as well as you can control your little kids, you know, sometimes. You tell them no, they just bark at you. It's like they're telling you, I'm just going to do what I want to do. I don't care what you say. Yeah, fresh caught fish sounds real good. I'd like to catch a great big old catfish that I could fillet. Fry me some fresh caught catfish. I mean, I have fish in the freezer, don't get me wrong, but it's just that it's different when you go fishing and you catch one and you bring it home and clean it up and fry it in the pan in butter. Okay, Gladys. I hope your legs get to feeling better. I don't know if you saw Connie's remarks. She said to let you know that she was here. She came in a little while ago. And I think she's got somebody in her room with her that's giving her treatments or something. We know what you meant, Paula. I do the same thing when I try to type in a chat. Sometimes it comes out looking like Japanese or Chinese, and I thought I was typing it correctly. I know, and sometimes your spell correct changes your letters too. I don't know where Dennis is today. Yeah, I don't know where Susan is either. She wasn't feeling well the other night. That's why she wasn't here, but I don't know what's going on with her today. I haven't heard from her. She's probably busy doing something else, or she forgot. Yeah, she texted me a message that I got after the trivia, and she said that she wasn't feeling well and she decided to just sit out of any of the lives Thursday night. I have before, Cool Cat. Oh, wow. She says she'll be in the hospital for at least another week or maybe 2 weeks. They are doing everything they can, so do pray. Yeah, we got to keep Connie on our prayers. We've got Patty C. We've got Ann Watson. We got Jacqueline, Rebecca. I know. I'm so sorry, Rebecca. But yeah, we got to keep Rebecca in our prayers. We've got Jacqueline. We've got Connie, Gladys, Susan. A lot of our people that come into chat need prayer for health problems, illnesses. Yeah, I guess you just saw, Connie, that where Gladys just left chat. She said her legs were hurting really bad. I don't know if she knew that you came in or not. I told her you did, but I don't know if she was still in chat when I said that. Yeah, I don't know if any of you heard me in live chat, but Patty C had sent me an email saying she was sick at the time, and she had a lot of destruction from the floods and everything, from that hurricane and all. So that's why she had not been in chat. And she needed to be held in prayer, right along with the rest of them that we pray for all the time. Yeah, he comes to live at night. My scarecrow does. He's just a doll right now standing there, but he at 12 midnight he comes to life. He roams the neighborhood at night. Oh, hello from Manchester, England. Well, hello right back at you. Glad to have you. Yes, that's what I say. Prayer for everyone out there that needs it. There's so many people in need. So many lost loved ones from that hurricane. So many injured. So many homes destroyed. I mean, so many of those people lost everything they have. All they have is themselves. I mean, you watch your house float down the river and it's gone. That's everything you own right there. I mean, can you imagine? Your clothes, all your supplies, your food, everything you got is in that house, that home. And it's gone. There's no telling where a lot of them ended up. Yeah, count your blessings. Yep, exactly. Yeah, some people are living in tents if they have a tent. Some of them probably don't even have tents to live in. Little buddy, quit scratching. I'm not going to put up with you scratching on the doors and stuff. I watched one video of the hurricane where some people from out of state went into Tennessee, and it was in that stretch where I told you that 35 homes were lost, totally destroyed from the flood on the river, a mile long, where this one guy watched his family home disappear. It was totally destroyed. And they gave him a small mobile home to live in, like a camper trailer that you can take on vacation. And he looked like he kind of felt bad because it was just him himself, you know. And he said, well, I know this family with, I forgot how many kids that had to leave because they can't stay in their mobile home because it was completely flooded. And they have nowhere to stay on their property. And he said they really need one. So I don't know if anybody got them help or not, but you know, that's just a fraction of the people. It's not just one or two people. It's a lot of people lost everything they have. Their homes, their automobiles, everything. And, you know, they've got to have somewhere to live to rebuild if they try to rebuild. And some of them are not going to be able to even rebuild because I don't know if you realize, but that one river that I was talking about, it actually changed where the river was. It moved it over. The river is now where one person's house was. So now his house, his property is underwater. It's no longer his property because the river moved and took over his property where his house was. So now the river is going that way. I mean, that's crazy that you think it did that, but it did. I mean, some of them will still be able to go in there and rebuild if they want to and if they can. But some of them can't because of the way the river changed in that flood. It's just like it went over and took over people's property. Albert said in England we don't experience hurricanes or storms etc., just miserable rain. Oh wow. Yeah, we have hurricane storms, tornadoes. We don't so much worry about hurricanes here where I'm at, but we do have a lot of tornadoes every year. Rain for 3 days straight here in West Tennessee. Yeah, and Tennessee doesn't need any more water. Yeah, we were wondering about you earlier. Somebody said you were cooking ham hocks or something. I got ribs I got to cook this week. But I got to marinate them first. I got to put the rub on them and all that. And put them in the refrigerator overnight, I guess. And cook them the next day. Yeah, finally Wilson shows up. He's been busy. We don't have to worry about him. He's still kicking. Well, I've never been in one myself, but I had one come to the corner of my yard, and that's the reason those two tree stumps are standing here at the corner of my house, is because a tornado with such high wind clipped a limb off of part of it or half of the tree and laid it over. And my neighbor came up and just cut them off and got rid of the limbs. And just a couple of blocks away, the tornado took the steeple off of the roof of the church and set it down on the ground. Just down here, 1 block away from me, down the street, a tornado come through one year, picked up my neighbor's house and moved it back 2 or 3 feet and set it back down. So when they come home from childbirthing class that night, they drove in the yard, and Carolyn says, "Dawn, something don't look right. Looks like somebody moved our porch." And they got up closer and they realized, no, the porch is where it always was. The house moved, because there was a space like this between the house and the porch. You get mudslides too. Yeah, I don't get mudslides here. I'm on top of this mountain, but so far the rocks have stayed put. I haven't had a mudslide. Yeah, I'm glad we don't have earthquakes here. We haven't so far. I mean, that'd be terrifying when the ground starts shaking and you don't know if the ground's going to open up underneath your feet or not. You know, if it's opening up all around you in places, it could very well just open up right underneath your feet and you're gone. The ground just swallows you up. That's terrifying. I'm not cooking turkey feet, but I'm going to cook me some pork baby back ribs this week, Wilson, and I'm going to do a video on it. I just hope I don't run out of propane when I'm cooking. I mean, I can always get more, but, you know, it's the pits when you start cooking something and all of a sudden you run out of propane in the middle of cooking. Now, turkey necks I can handle. The turkey feet, no. The turkey legs, yes. I love it when you can go to a fair and you can buy a big old turkey leg already cooked. Walk around chewing on your turkey leg. April's going to make tomato soup for lunch because it's raining there. Well, we don't have rain here, but it's kind of overcast. It looks funky outside, like it wants to rain. Well, I don't have a gauge on my tank, so I can't tell how much is in it. I wish I had a gauge on it, you know, that would tell me if it was like half empty or if it was almost empty completely or what. Oh, wow, you felt tremors here from the new Madrid in Upper West Tennessee. Reelfoot Lake. Huh. Now, grilled cheese and a tomato soup, that sounds real good. I either want a grilled cheese with my tomato soup or I want a peanut butter sandwich with it. That's the only two things I like with my tomato soup. Well, congratulations, Rebecca. Cancer-free. No tissues. Good for you. Well, I have a propane bottle that's hooked up to mine, so it holds quite a bit. But you know, when you grill very much, it is going to run out sooner or later. Tap your tank. If you hear echoes, that means your tank is low. If it don't, it's full. I wish they put gauges on them so you could tell how full they were or how empty they were. Hi, Linda Blaylock. Welcome. Glad you could make time to come in our chat today. Oh, yours is hooked from the gas to the... Well, I have a 500-gallon tank back behind the house. But I don't have a line to where I can hook into it. I just buy the smaller bottles, you know, the bottles about that tall. What are they, 5-gallon bottles or something? You know, about the size of them. I don't remember how much gas they hold, but... Oh, wow, it shook your house. The only thing that usually shakes my house around here is one of the jets flying over that breaks the sound barrier, and then the windows will rattle a little bit. They tap them to check them in the Air Force. Yeah, I'll have to try that and see if it works. Or see if I can tell. I probably wouldn't tell even if I tapped it. You use mozzarella in your grilled cheese? I usually just use American sliced cheese on mine. But mozzarella sounds good. How about pepper jack? A slice of pepper jack cheese on your grilled cheese. I bet that would be good too if you like pepper jack. Ooh, man. Yes, I do, Uncle BB. I remember the briquettes that come in blocks like ice cubes. Ann says we had propane tanks growing up and my dad taught us how to tap them. Huh. Well, I got a gauge on the 500-gallon tank that runs to the house, but I don't have any type of gauge on the little one that goes to the grill. But I'll try the tapping and see what happens. I know I've grilled quite a bit since I got that bottle filled. So I'm not sure there's going to be enough in it to do the ribs, but I've got another bottle out in my shed that I can switch it out to. But then too, I can always run to the store right quick and switch it and get another bottle of, another full bottle. Yeah, I used to use the charcoal briquettes. I don't use those anymore now. I switched to gas. Yeah, everything I used to barbecue was on the briquettes, charcoal briquettes. And a lot of people still do that. Actually, I won my first gas grill. I don't even remember what I won it in, some kind of contest, but I won it. And that's what got me switched over to cooking with gas. And then the new grill that I got, well, it's not new now, but it was when I got it. I won as a door prize at Lowe's when I was working at Lowe's that year. First door prize I've ever won. And it was that grill. And of course, it's gas. My son barbecues with wood chips and stuff. He's got a smoker. and then he's got a Blackstone, and then he's got a regular gas grill. So he can do any of the three he wants to. And they tell me you can use your regular grill as a smoker. Just put a tray of the wood chips inside the grill with what you're cooking, and it will start smoking the grill up to where it puts that wood chip smell or smoke into the meat. I know. You have your dad's gas grill but can't use it because the top is not attached to the bottom. Huh. Why is it not attached? You talking about the lid of it's not attached? Lance says, well, you ain't barbecuing unless you use wood in my book. Well, hey, I have to put wood in my grill, my gas grill, put it up in the top and let it start smoking. I'm doing just fine, AJ. Otherwise, you just grilling. Yeah, well, sometimes I just grill. Oh, me. Who won the trivia game? Let me see. Cindy Sandu. Lance won it a week ago, and then Cindy won it this past Thursday night. Did you get your prize, Lance? Did it come in the mail yet? You should have gotten it already. Yeah, we're supposed to start getting rain about Wednesday of this coming week, which will be so good. My garden really needs some rain. But we don't need no destruction. We don't need bad winds or anything else. But we do need rain. You were called away last Thursday. Okay, good, Lance. As long as you got it. Well, hello, Sandy. Welcome to live chat today. Muhammad said, Grandma, your plushie is making me nervous. You talking about my boy back here? You talking about him making you nervous? He's just a doll. He's just a scarecrow doll. It has been so dry here, my allergies. Yeah, mine are too, because when it gets so dry and dusty like this, everything outside is covered in dust. So when you open your doors just to go in and out, the dust comes in your house. Everything in my house is covered in dust. I need to put a mask on and start dusting my whole house. And then vacuum the carpet or the rugs a little bit. Get some of the dust out. And poor Cindy, she said, I don't know if I'm coming back to trivia nights or not, because she said, everybody gets mad at me saying I'm cheating, and I'm not cheating. And I told her, I said, well, I'm thinking seriously about doing away with trivia night because it's causing so many problems in live chat. Because I don't want my subscribers arguing and accusing people of cheating and all this kind of stuff. It's supposed to be just for fun. But we'll see. I don't know how everybody feels about it. Yeah, but the poor air filter, I mean, it would be working overtime to clear the air. It's so dry and dusty outside, everything is covered in dust. The car is covered in dust. The porch is covered in dust. The whole house is covered in dust. It comes through the cracks in your windows. You think there's no cracks there, but there's cracks there, and that dust finds it. Well, I think it was just the one person that did, but it made Cindy feel kind of bad, that she was accusing her of that. We'll see. We may try it again this coming Thursday and see what happens. Don't end trivia because you haven't won yet, Wilson. We'll see. We may try again Thursday and see what happens. But I don't want Cindy feeling bad, and I don't want her not to come to trivia night because other people want to accuse her, because she's not cheating. Some people just know the answers. I don't. I couldn't win anything on trivia night. Yeah, a purifier can only do so much. I remember tornadoes we had several years ago that destroyed whole subdivisions. There was a community where they were building nothing but Habitat for Humanity homes a couple of years ago. And a lot of them were finished already. People were getting ready to move in, some of them. Tornadoes come through and wiped every one of those Habitat for Humanity homes out. People never even got a chance to live in them. Yeah, but you got seeds given to you anyway, Wilson. So therefore you did win. Somebody else won for you and gave you their prize. Has everybody went in and voted yet? I thought I'd go tomorrow and vote early. I ended up getting too much to do today, and I didn't make it out there because they even had voting today. Yeah, Mr. Wilson, you got pepper seed sent to you one time. Harold has. You love my time to clean video? Yeah, it does seem like double work, but I don't know. It doesn't tell you to rinse them. I don't think you're supposed to even rinse it, but I feel like if you're going to put soap on something, then you ought to rinse it off. Or the soap film will be on the carpet or the rug, and it'll just cause dirt to stick to that film. That's what my way of thinking anyway. Hello from Russia. Well, hello, Russia. Glad you could make our live today. How's the weather in Russia, and what time is it over there? Oh, wow. Pinellas County in Florida is reporting lots of thefts. Yeah, that usually happens, especially after these big hurricanes and destruction and flooding. People go in and start stealing stuff. I forgot all about the football game today. That video got you off the couch to clean up the clutter and declutter. I need to do it again. I need to clean and declutter. Right now, it seems like everything is piled on my kitchen table. My peppers, my tripods, my camera, my laptop, all kind of other stuff is piled up here. So my kitchen table definitely needs to be decluttered. Well, great, Rebecca. It's 4:48 where Harold is. Yeah, it's 4:48 here too, so you're the same time I am. Central time. I don't know what time it is in Russia right now, or what kind of weather they're getting. I just made that hot pepper vinegar. Did you not see that video where I made the hot pepper vinegar with some of those peppers in those little bottles? You put garlic and onions and your hot peppers in there and your vinegar and let it sit and get together with one another for about 2 or 3 weeks before you use it. Let it sit for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then you can use it, and all those flavors kind of get acquainted with one another. I showed the bracelet in the live Thursday night. Go back to the live from Thursday, and you'll see the bracelet, Wilson. Yeah, I just put out a video this past week on the hot pepper vinegar. I took one bottle and gave it to my son yesterday, along with some hot peppers. I probably should have took more over there than what I took, but he grows peppers too, but most of his are the banana peppers, and I couldn't even find a banana pepper seed this year. So guess what? I got on Amazon earlier and I found some banana pepper seed, the sweet pepper, and I ordered 2 packages of it so I'll have some to plant in the spring. Couldn't find any anywhere this past spring to plant. But my daughter-in-law Regina, she found several plants of the sweet banana pepper, because she doesn't like hot peppers, she said, but she loves the banana peppers. And I like them too to put in a green salad. I mean, I put bell peppers in there, but I like the sweet banana peppers too. Your old girl, your old grit, get what? That's where you got your seeds, eh? I've had corn coming up from the bird seed I put out, because there's corn in that. I've had corn growing from there, but I usually mow it down. But I've never actually planted corn in my garden. I might try that this spring, I don't know, and see what happens. It'd be funny looking where you plant corn in 18-gallon totes, wouldn't it? You love hot peppers and collards. Well, did you see all those collards I've planted, Linda Blaylock? I filled that new raised bed full of collard plants, and I've got, I don't know, about 16, 17 5-gallon buckets with a collard plant in each one. And then I've got tons more of the little plants that came up from the few seeds I put in the tote. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Find another pot somewhere to move some of them to. Hi, Lauren. How is Lauren Kelly doing today? Well, good, Lauren. I'm doing hunky-dory here. It's still hot weather. It's 87 degrees in Texas. You'll break a sweat outside pretty quick. I'm doing great. And there's Cheryl Raybon. Hello, Cheryl. It's really nice where you're at, Harold. Well, that's good. 42 degrees where Renfin is. Oh, that's cold. And there's Cindy. Good Sunday to you too as well, Cindy. Glad you showed up. It's going to get up to 90, or it has been getting up to 90. Right now it's 64 degrees. Ooh. Well, that's not too bad of a temperature. Not freezing cold, but it's not hot either. Now 39, I don't know if I want 39. You can keep 39 degrees in Alaska. I think I planted a few, but mine didn't come up. My petunias. There was several flower seed that I planted that never came up. That purple basil seed that was sent to me, it never came up. Now the holy basil that I planted out here, the seed for my fall garden, I've got tons of holy basil plants coming up. I put a few cilantro seed out, and some of that's come up, but it's not looking too good. Grits and eggs sounds real good, Wilson. Grits and eggs, sausage and bacon, and some homemade biscuits. Sounds good to me. Cindy says, I'm just going to make an omelet and toast. Well, that sounds good too, because I love omelets. I put everything in my omelet but the kitchen sink. Peppers, potatoes, sausage, bacon, onions, cheese. Oatmeal and hot dogs. Somehow that don't sound like it goes together. Oatmeal and hot dogs. I'll hold off with the chicken feet mixed in my grits, Wilson. I don't think I want any. Flo, remember Kiss My Grits? Yep, I remember that. Well, I have rosemary out here growing that I need to dry. I've got basil, and I've already got 2 small jars of basil dried. But I've got more out there, just regular basil. But I got this holy basil coming in now, too. So I need to dry some rosemary, and I need to dry holy basil when it's big enough. And I keep saying I'm going to do the rosemary, and I keep forgetting. I got to tie a string around my finger to remind me, I guess. $54 in Washington, where Connie is. Low of 40. That's too cool for me. It's only been like in the 60s at night here. Maybe if we get rain later this week, that it'll cool things off a little bit. And there's Curtis from Louisiana. I'm doing great, Curtis from Louisiana. How are you doing today? $29, Lauren. Ooh, that's cold. Last night it was 38 degrees. I know that was cold and raining. Well, good, Curtis. Glad to hear you're doing good. Yeah, I'm going to have to come up with a fishing trip and do it live or something. Hot chili pepper soup. I don't think I want a hot chili pepper soup. That would be too hot for me. No, I don't go hiking really. With my back and neck, I don't get out there and do that. I do walking around the block or something like that, down to the boat dock, or I used to. I don't even do that anymore. Bubba Norris is the answer now. Don't fight, y'all. What? I know. I love using my fresh basil right off the plant. I dry a lot of it, for winter time. But if I'm cooking a recipe, I'll just run out there and break me off a couple of leaves and come in here and throw it in. Same with the rosemary. But I've got to dry some rosemary. I don't have any stored yet, so I need to get out there and cut some of that and dry it. Flo's boyfriend. I had a pimento cheese sandwich with shredded lettuce, and it tasted amazing. Oh, sounds pretty good. Well, I've got mine in pots, Lance. I've got a pot of rosemary, and it's growing pretty good. I just need to get out there and cut it. Yes, I have Medicare. Why? Nably? Can't pronounce the name. Why are you asking if I have Medicare? I don't know, Wilson. We might get back into the oldies. I don't know. I think if you're talking about the supplement plan, I think G is. That's what I've got. That way, if you go to the hospital, you don't have to pay a couple of $1,000s to get in the door. You basically don't pay anything. And you go to any doctor. I mean, the plan's a little expensive each month. I think it's $189 a month for mine. I'll have to look at the paper, but it's under $200 a month. But I said that I think it's pretty expensive to be a supplement plan. But if you end up having to go to the hospital unexpectedly, you need it because you get in the door and you don't have to pay anything up front. You've never heard of G? Well, look it up. I know there's some plans where you have a really low monthly premium, but then if you go in the hospital, you got to come up with like $2,000 before they'll even admit you. And I said, I can't do that because I wouldn't have the $2,000 to get in the door. So I went with G Plan. I pay a little bit more every month, but I don't pay anything if I had to go to the hospital. Like when I had the surgery on my eyes, both eye surgeries only cost me $48. That was complete, the whole thing. That's all of my cost. $48 for both of them. No, I do not. I don't receive any kind of food benefits or cash back benefits. No, nothing like that. We'll probably do it Thursday and see what happens. Yeah, you keep saying the toy in the back moved, but it didn't. Well, it takes the worry out of, is it going to pay this or is it going to pay that? Or how much am I going to have to pay for this? Or how much am I going to pay for that? The answer with the G Plan is nothing. You go to any doctor, any hospital, and you're covered. The prescription plan that comes with it pays for anything the doctor writes a prescription for. It doesn't pay for over-counter medicines that you might want to buy on your own, but it does pay for any prescription that the doctor writes. So I swear by the G Plan. As long as I can keep my premium paid every month, that's the one I'm going to keep. Because I know if I had to go in the hospital tomorrow, I don't have to come up with a couple of $1,000s, you know. Mine's paid for. Not like in NHS in England. There you go. We got a licensed insurance agent right here in live chat. But you can check online. Go to Medicare supplement plans and look up Plan G. There's too many restrictions for some of the other plans. Some of them you can only go to certain doctors, certain hospitals. It only covers certain procedures. And if you get another procedure done, you've got to pay X amount of dollars of the cost. And it's just a bunch of rigmarole that would drive me crazy. So I forget that. Go with Plan G. Simple and uncomplicated. I wouldn't qualify for your flex card, I doubt. I'm sure it would. I mean, it pays for basically whatever you need medically done that the doctor says you've got to have done. It's paid for x-rays, it's paid for bone scans, MRIs, all kind of stuff for me so far. It paid all the cancer cost when I had that cancer scare about 20 years ago. It paid for all of that. I know that is so wrong, Wilson, that they give those people free health care. And we've got people right here in the United States, American citizens that have worked all their life that can't get insurance because they can't afford it. And that is so wrong. Our government should look after our own citizens before anybody else. My supplement plan, I think, is about $160 a month. And it does go up over time. Rebecca Bourne she says, I I am in Russia. And I guess every country does their health care differently. I've known of some countries where all the health care is free. I don't know how it's funded, but I guess it's paid for in other ways. Yeah, doctors scare me too, Linda. Give to your younger self. I don't know. I have no idea what advice I would give myself. When I had insurance, I needed but it would not cover it. It covered mine. I've had a colonoscopy done before and it paid for it. Your doctor has to order it or it won't pay for it. So it just depends on the plan you've got, your Medicare plan, your supplement plan. Because Medicare definitely should have paid for it. And then the other 20%, you should have had your supplement plan cover. I know that's what I've understood, April. That was an insult. We'll give you $750 to get, for relief. But what is that going to do when you've lost everything? You don't have anything left. You don't even have the clothes you were wearing. I mean, well, you got the clothes that's on your back at the particular time, but everything else is gone. Yeah, too many personal questions are being asked. I get calls for Medicare, supplement plans, everything every single day. I get so tired of getting those calls. I've got a place where if I don't know who's calling, I don't even answer the phone. Only had Blue Cross Blue Shield at the time. One of my mods, get rid of Agret, whatever you pronounce his name or her name. They're nothing but a troll. Come in to our chat. Put them in timeout or something. Thank you for that, whoever did it. He be gone. Yeah, they call you to sell auto insurance, life insurance, health insurance, Medicare supplements. They try to enroll you in different Medicare plans. It's just tons of calls every day. So I don't usually even answer my phone unless I know who's calling me. Oh me. That's true, Lance. I don't answer political questions. But I will tell you one thing, I'm not voting for Camilla. Goodness gracious. I think if Camilla gets elected, we're going to be doomed. Talk about thrown under the bus, but I think we'll be thrown under the bus if she gets elected. Yep, got to pay taxes anyway. Yeah, we stay away from giving out phone numbers and stuff and email addresses in live chat. It's in the 40s in Russia. Wow. No, I don't need insurance of any kind. I love you, but I'd respectively disagree. Well, you're free to disagree. You know, hey. I've always said when you vote for presidents, you're just voting for the lesser of the two evils. Because a lot of times I don't want to vote for either one. Yeah, I didn't plan that. I put this shirt on not even thinking about Halloween or fall. I'm almost afraid if she gets elected that she's going to do the same kind of crap that Biden has done, which has got the United States in a world of hurt. Oh, she was talking about who to vote for president. Evidently, she's for Camilla. Well, to tell you the truth, we don't know what either one of them would do. They'll tell you anything to get elected, and then when they get elected, it's another story. I guess it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. I know it'd be good if a lot of taxes were gone, but because it seemed like we pay taxes on taxes, and it's ridiculous. Yeah, me too, Connie. I pray that America stays free. We were never promised a rose garden. No, but it's nice for the America citizens to be free people. Yeah, I don't want to lose any more rights either. Little Buddy and Lucky are fine. Little Buddy's been in and out during the live. He's come scratched on the door, and I've let him in, and he's gotten treats and went back out several times. And Lucky was been right out on the porch. They both got fed earlier, so they had full bellies. Yeah, we don't usually put phone numbers or email addresses in live chats. No, I do not speak German. Your grandkitty Reese looks a lot like my fur babies. That's true, Connie. Do you really, Wilson? It might be the central air. It just kicked on. Passion Plus, well, hello to you. No, I'm not a Muslim. Yeah, that would be nice, Rebecca, if we could get off medical and politics. I don't know what's for dinner. I haven't decided. I might eat one of my beef and potato patties. It's probably the central air y'all hear. Homemade lemon bar, that sounds good. Lemon bars are good. I got a soup coming up, but I'm not fixing it today. Oh, that sounds real good, Mrs. M22. Breakfast for dinner is real good. I do that sometimes, especially with fried potatoes and sausage, eggs, peppers and onions. That sounds all of it good. Anne said her daughter made us chicken pot pie and German chocolate cake. Oh, wow. Those are two winter combinations. Chicken pot pie and German chocolate cake. Oh, goodness. Yes, I love German chocolate cake. Regular chocolate and German chocolate are two of my favorite cakes. May Sam, I don't know what that is. No, Wilson, I do not want to go skydiving. I don't want to go skydiving or scuba diving. No way. Why is that, Linda Blaylock? You said you don't think you'll ever eat fast food again. I still do occasionally when I really don't want to cook. Maybe I don't have anything that's cooked at the house that I want. I might go run out and pick up a burger somewhere. I don't do it very often. Oh, talking about fast food. My son was telling me the McDonald's was had a really bad E. coli scare, or not a scare. A lot of people got sick from the lettuce and the burgers. So there's several of the burgers they tell you that they're not available until further notice. He said he thought one person even may have died from it. I haven't been watching the news, so I missed it, but my son was telling me about it yesterday. Oh, the onions, not lettuce, onions. Okay. That's right, he said onions. I got it confused. He said onions, not lettuce. But I said, looks like they could have made the burgers without onions, and that would have cleared up that problem. So I don't know why they said you can't get certain burgers at McDonald's now. Yeah, I did ask how the weather was in Russia. Kai said, love me some fast food. I love it too sometimes. I don't go out and get it all the time, but occasionally I just take a hankering to go get me some fast food and I go through a drive through somewhere and get me some. We used to have a Popeyes here in Granbury, but we don't have one here now. And that made me sad because I used to love to go get fish at Popeyes. I'd probably have to go all the way to Fort Worth to go to Popeyes now because we don't have one here. Sage said he came here to learn English. How are you doing? Long time no see. I'm doing great, Mike. What do you mean it's been years? Yeah, that's what I'd have to drive if I was going to go to Popeyes, is probably drive almost an hour to go to Fort Worth to find one up there. We used to have one here years ago. And I heard somebody make the comment that Popeyes closed down because it was making people fat. Well, how is Popeyes making people fat when none of these other fast food places were? I mean, all of them will make you fat if you eat enough of it. Crazy. Yeah, we used to have no, not Popeyes. It was Long John Silver's. I'm getting those mixed up now. We had a Long John Silver's and we had Arby's here, and both of them closed up and moved off. I don't think we ever had a Popeyes, but we had the Long John Silver's. I love Long John Silver's because I love fish. Yeah, that's true too, Connie. A lot of the fast food places are suffering because the prices are went have gone up so much. You know, they have to pay more for their supplies to produce all the burgers, so therefore they have to pass the cost on to their customers, which means your food costs more. I mean, some people have the money to go there anyway, but it's hurt a lot of people that can't afford it. So I know their businesses has had to drop. Yeah, once in a while I'd pull into Long John Silver's here when they had it and get some fish. And we've got so many restaurants here in Granbury now till it's kind of hard on these little fast food places. I mean, basically any kind of food you want, there's a restaurant in Granbury that's going to have it. Wilson, you're unreal. Cook some pork feet and pig heads too. I don't think so. I don't think so. Hmm. I got to look that up. Oh, it's an Iranian herb stew. It's considered to be a national dish and is a very popular dish in Iran. It looks like it's got beans in it. It's herbs and rice. It looks like some kind of beans in there, almost like a red kidney bean or something. It looks like it might be good. If I could get it where the picture would focus correctly. It's Persian beef with herbs and it's a Persian beef stew with herbs and dried lime. But it doesn't say what kind of beans those were. It looks like some kind of beans in it. Red kidney beans, that's what it is. It's a slow cooking dish, fresh herbs and dried limes with beef and red kidney beans. It says you'll fall in love with it. Huh. I had never heard of it, but it sounds good. Catfish is the king. Really, if you got fresh seafood, you don't even want to talk about fast food. I prefer saltwater fish. I like saltwater fish and freshwater fish, so I like both of them. It says here that it is the coziest bowl of greens in a turmeric and dried lime stew with tender chunks of beef and beans. It's slightly tart from the dried Persian limes and lemon juice. The dried limes will give the stew the most incredible depth of flavor. The greens are a combination of parsley, garlic, chives, fenugreek leaves, cilantro, and baby spinach. It is absolutely incredible on a bed of fluffy saffron rice. It said it's often made with chunks of lamb, but it says I'm using beef today because it's much easier to find and tastes good as well. So if you have a garden and you grow spinach and stuff, you should be able to fix that dish pretty easy. Donna says she loves seaweed. I don't think I've ever eaten seaweed. I think I've tried a little bit of seaweed in a Chinese restaurant one time or sushi bar. Blue Channel. You like Blue Channel catfish in the yellow as well? Okay, Cindy, you have a good day. Yeah, we've got to go because we've been on here almost 3 hours. I tell you, time gives away with me when I'm in a live and I'm chatting with everybody. Shark fish tastes good too. I've never tried shark, but I've heard there's a lot of people that do eat it. And I've often wondered if some people say it's good, why everybody doesn't eat it. Maybe it's just the idea of you eating shark. You're eating a fish that could eat you, basically. Okay, May Sam, you have a great day. We'll see you on the next one, hopefully. Yeah, there's so many different recipes. You know, so many different areas of the country can take the same food and they fix it so differently. I would have never dreamed to make that dish that they just mentioned. That it's like a green stew. But I bet it's good because I like greens and I like beef and I like rice, so the combination of all of them would be really good. Shark is very meaty. Yeah, I've never tried it. I'm going to have to try that sometime, but I wouldn't know where to go get it unless you caught it yourself. And we used to have small shark that would get in our net, in our gill net when we lived back at the beach in North Carolina that we pulled in, like every day. But nobody ever kept the shark because nobody ever ate it. Harold said he tried it once. Okay, Donna, you have a good night and a blessed week. Doll looks creepy. Quite a few people come in here and say my doll behind me looks creepy. He's a scarecrow, y'all. He's to ward off the birds off of your garden. He's just a fall decoration. That's all he is. Okay, everybody, y'all have a blessed night. I'm so happy you came into my live today. Love each and every one of you. I hope I see you here for Thursday night trivia at 7 p.m. And who knows, we may go live sometime between now and Thursday night. You never know. Just hit all notifications on when you subscribed and you'll get notified of every publication that I post and every live that I schedule. And we'll see you on the next one, okay? Love y'all. Bye now.